Hello and welcome to our video for the beginning of autumn. The autumn equinox is happening in the northern hemisphere on the 22nd of September for 2021. This event will be occurring in the sign of Libra the Scales. And Libra the Scales is here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the seventh natural house, the natural seventh house when a chart begins in the sign of Aries the Ram. Not all charts are in this begin with the first house in Aries, but those that do are considered natural charts, and in that way Libra is called the seventh natural house. Now, the sun in Libra bestows wonderful qualities, and those qualities are morality, fairness, teamwork, equilibrium, also synchronization, also it gives somebody a great eye for artistic motifs. Now, the sun ingress into Libra on the autumnal equinox of 2021 is going to happen at 7:20 p.m. and we're using universal time coordinated and we're using tropical astrology. Now, an autumnal equinox occurs when the sun, when it illuminates explicitly upon the mythical great circle, sort of an imaginary or mythical great circle, which separates the northern hemisphere from the southern hemisphere, also called the celestial equator. The celestial equator. And that exists along the same plane as the equator of the Earth. Okay. Now, at this event, the day and the night are going to be of equal duration. So the night will be just as long as the day, and that's what makes it an equinox. Okay? I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Now we're going to take a look at the planetary formula for this event, as well as the planetary archangels and the zodiac angels that are also going to be involved, which may be either evoked, which is to call upon. When you're calling upon, you're hailing or calling upon the angel, that's evocation. Or invoked is when you invoke it into yourself. It's like taking on a god form, they call it. And actors and actresses use that a lot when they make movies or TV shows. They take on a persona or a god form. And that's what this is like, doing that for invocation with an I-N. Now for invocation with an E-N, that's just when you call the angelic frequencies and the angelic beings into your sacred circle or your sacred or magical space that you've created for yourself or your group or your gathering. Now, the purpose of gathering these angelic frequencies, which is to align any magical currents one might want to utilize for this event. At the moment of the start of the autumn equinox, that's right when autumn starts, right at the autumnal equinox, when the sun enters into the sign of Libra the Scales, right at that moment. Just understand that Libra's, again, it's analogous to the natural seventh house of long commitment. So right at that moment of the equinox, that's right when the sign of Libra is activated. And that's, since it's an autumnal equinox, that is a time when you can really utilize the energies and the frequencies of Libra the Scales. So the energies we're going to talk about here and the frequencies that we're going to teach you how to use, that's going to be something that will be really highlighted and expanded during something as significant as an equinox. In the spring there's vernal equinox, and in the autumn, of course, there's an autumnal equinox. And that both of those times, the day and night, are the same length. And so again, the seventh house of law and commitment. Law and commitment. Now, Sun in Libra, what kind of energies do we have for people, that have their Sun in Libra, or even pets that have their Sun in Libra? Libra natives are coordinated people. They're serene. They're also very hospitable and friendly. When it comes to romantic relationships or even key friendships, Sol, or the sun, in the sign of the scales, is going to grant or bestow attributes of great purposefulness and also great resilience. Now, planetary archangel for the sun or Sol is the Archangel Michael, the warrior and champion of God. We have a picture for you here to show you of Michael, the archangel. So everybody can see it. Michael, the archangel, as he slays the dragon or the serpent. Now, just remember, the serpent it also indicates Kundalini energy. So as Michael slays the serpent or the dragon, he's slaying your Kundalini energy, or your sexual drive and your spiritual drive. So it's not something to do all the time. It's when the serpent's coming up too much or it's causing problems, you use Archangel Michael to quell that energy. But you don't want to do it too much, because then you'd never be able to have children or be, procreative. So understand, it's not always good to slay the dragon or slay the serpent. It's not always good. So understand that, just like it's not always good to use a hammer. Sometimes if the job calls for it, use a hammer. If it doesn't, then you don't. That kind of a thing. That magic works just that way. All right, now the Zodiac Angel for Libra is the Archangel Zuriel, whose divine tone is we balance. It's that balancing of the scales of justice, that balancing and the weighing of scales. Now, just understand that Zuriel, being the Zodiac Angel for Libra, the divine tone of we balance is the only divine tone in the entire zodiac that actually has we. Everything else has an I before it. Like for Aries, it's I am, and Taurus is I have. Gemini is I think, and Cancer is I feel. Leo is I will, and Virgo is I analyze, and then Libra, we balance. And then the other ones on the other side also all have I in front of it instead of we. So Libra is very special in that way. It's about community. It's about we. So it's a very special sign. Now, tarot card for the sun or Sol is the Sun card, which goes with the Archangel Michael of the Sun, and the Sun card in the tarot deck. So everybody can see. Can you see back there? Okay. All right. Now, the musical note in the ancient Western array for the sun is C. And I'm going to ask, can you help me get myself set up to, I'm just going to play that for you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, now, the musical note in the ancient Western array for the sun is C. We're going to play that for you now. So C, remember that's for the sun and the Archangel Michael. All right, now we're going to now talk about the tarot card for the sign of Libra, the scales. So now Zuriel is an archangel that's specific only for Libra, the scales. Thank you. But understand that there's also an elemental archangel that rules over all of the air signs, of which Libra is cardinal air, or fire of air. So Raphael is the archangel that rules over all of the air signs Libra and Aquarius and Gemini are all air signs. Even though Aquarius is the water bearer, still yet it's fixed air, whereas Libra is cardinal air, and Gemini being mutable air. So what we have here is we have justice for Libra. Obviously, see the justice card has the scales, and the sword of justice, the word or the law, and we have the crown on the head of the justice, and we have the Archangel Raphael of air. So everybody can see. Okay, we have Raphael and the Justice card. For Libra, since it's an air sign, Raphael, Zuriel's the more specific Zodiac Angel for Libra, the scales, and again the Justice card specifically for Libra. Now the musical note in the ancient Western array for Libra is D. I'm going to play that for you now. Can you help me again one more time? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to play D from ancient Western array for Libra. The scales is D. So we got for justice, for Libra, with the Sun and Libra together. The Sun and Libra. All right. Thank you. Now, thank you so much for watching this, and we've got another one for you on the total eclipse coming up in December. So we have a video for you on that. Be sure you watch that. And the information that's in this presentation is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by a Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I've committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, everyone, and join us again next time. We'll see you soon.